Hello students, now this is our last lecture of polymers. Okay, I told in the last lecture that this melamine formaldehyde polymer is omitted syllabus. Then Bunai's Rubber's reactions is eliminated. Then similarly viscose Rayon's reaction is eliminated. But you go through this information regarding this Bunai's. Here again the information regarding viscose rayon. So reactions are omitted, but it may possible MCQ will ask on this given explanation, so go through it. Okay, now next one is neoprene. This is synthetic rubber. Okay, this is synthetic rubber. We know the natural rubber, then vulcanized rubber. Now this is synthetic rubber. Okay, try to understand the difference in between all these three: natural rubber, vulcanized rubber, and then synthetic rubber. Synthetic rubber is nothing but neoprene. Okay, so what is this? This is condensation, polymerization of chloroprene. We know the isoprene in rubber. What is that? H2C double bond CCH3 CH double bond CH2. Instead of this CH3, now here it is chlorine. Instead of this CH3, here it is chlorine, and this is called chloroprene. This is isoprene, while this is called chloroprene. And the polymerization takes place in presence of O2. This double bond is shifted like this, in this way, and here it is formation of another bonds. And now this is the monomer and this is the polymer, means this one monomer, that is number of monomers are here, they undergo polymerization and they form polymer. So we are writing here bracket with this continuous bonds, and then at the right hand side there is N. In reactant always N is to the left hand side, while in product where there is a formation of polymer, then N is to the right hand side. Okay, what are the properties? This is resistant to petroleum. This is very specific property. Then vegetable oils, then light as well as heat, and that's why uses are like depend upon these properties. This is making hose pipes for transport of gasoline. That is our petrol. Gasoline is nothing but our petrol. And making gaskets, insulator cable, jackets, belts for power transmission and conveying. Remember, this is very important use, that is transport of gasoline. Then just like rubber, we know there is a vulcanized rubber. Similarly, in this synthetic vulcanization of rubber, similarly this synthetic rubber, that is our neoprene, is also vulcanized. Means it enhances the strength, tensile, then the toughness, all those things we increased due to vulcanization. In case of vulcanization of rubber, there is a cross link of S. While here in vulcanization of neoprene, here is the cross link of O. So what is going to happen? Here we treated with sulfur powder. Now here we are going to treat it with magnesium oxide. It takes place in the presence of magnesium oxide. So this is our linear neoprene, and here it is in between. Magnesium oxide is going to treat with these two linear polymers of the neoprene, and it undergo vulcanization by removing of MgCl, magnesium chloride minus magnesium chloride. Such type of link we observed in between two linear polymers. Okay, this is the cross link of oxygen. This is cross link of oxygen, and this is known as vulcanization of neoprene. Now make a table of all these polymers. First write down the reactant. then write down over there catalyst, then temperature, pressure, whatever the conditions, and then the product. Again one more column, do it that where it is the addition polymerization or it is condensation polymerization. So you will come to know. On one paper write down the uses under the name, so you can differentiate all these things. You cannot write randomly any use under any polymer, so it is very specific and you have to write down all those things. So this is the memorization type of chapter. So go through 3 times 4 times these two chapter, and these are very effective to score to score marks in the examination. So make that. Okay, now one more thing is given in our textbook, and that is commercially important polymers. Commercially important polymers, this whole page is very important for MCQs. So read it twice, thrice, how many times how you can, and by heart you have to know all these names, then monomers, then polymer structure and their applications, because so many MCQ type of questions or one mark questions or 2 mark questions they can ask on this, and specifically when it is given in a colored box, then it is definitely important. Okay, see now, trade name Perspex, which is also known as acrylic glass. What is the monomer? That is methyl methacrylate. This is addition polymerization reaction. See, this is the addition polymerization reaction. Applications: lenses, paint, security barrier, LCD, screen, shatter resistant glass. Okay, now Buna N. We know the Buna S, but that is a omitted part. Now this is the Buna N. Here it is butadiene and acrylonitrile. So this is the condensation polymerization. 2 monomers or 2 reactants are there, then there is condensation polymerization. Then here is adhesives, you can prepare rubber belts, shoe soles, O-rings and gaskets. In PVS, here it is the Buna N and here it is the Buna S. Okay, so see, in Buna N there is a butadiene, in Buna S there is also butadiene, but here it is the styrene, while here it is acrylonitrile. Here it is styrene while here is acrylonitrile. Okay, try to remember the difference in between Buna S and Buna N. Though this is the omitted syllabus, but when you want to know more about Buna N, you should know about Buna S also. So remember the difference in between Buna S and Buna N. Okay, then PVC, polyvinyl chloride, we studied all these things. That is the nothing but the vinyl chloride. This is the addition polymerization. Water pipes, raincoats and flooring are the applications. Then polyacrylamide, this is acrylamide. When it is monomer, it undergoes polymerization to give polymer. Then this is used in polyacrylamide, used in electrophoresis. Then urea and formaldehyde resin, just like a phenol and formaldehyde resin we studied in bakelite, and this is also one of the combination, urea and formaldehyde. Okay, again there is a condensation product. This is the polymer. Unbreakable dinnerware, okay, decorative laminates, these are going to form over there. Then glyptol, this is ethylene glycol and the phthalic acid, and so here the application is paints and liquors. Then polycarbonate, this is bisphenol and phosgene. Phosgene is also known as tear gas, and then here it is the polymerization. See, here it is N written to the right hand side of the bracket, and here are the bonds, okay. So this is electrical and telecommunication hardware. Food grade plastic containers also made up of polycarbonate, and this is very common, that is the thermocol we used, and the question is also most likely on this thermocol. Okay, made from air filled thin walled beads of polystyrene. So the monomer is the styrene, here it is the additional polymerization, and we get the polymer, that is the polystyrene, styrene, polystyrene. Non-biodegradable styrene can leach when heated, therefore it is banned. This is very important. Why thermocol is banned? Okay, so you can write this thing. It is non-biodegradable. Styrene can leach when heated, and therefore it is banned. See now, how many questions they can ask? They can ask MCQs, they can ask 2-line questions, they can ask structures, they can ask monomer, they can ask polymers. So this table is very important. So this is the end of our 15th chapter. Now next chapter is the coordination chemistry, and from that the very whatever the important topics we are going to cover all this, because that is the very huge topic. But for this pandemic, now there is so many part is omitted, so don't worry about that. The three important things are IUPAC nomenclature system, then EAN number, and isomers from this coordination chemistry. So we are going to cover those three topics, and the remaining portion is omitted, so nothing to worry about that. And so in this way we are going to finish it off our syllabus. One more chapter is there, and that is green chemistry and nanochemistry. So this is for your self study, green chemistry and nanochemistry. Okay, read this chapter 3-4 times, so you will come to know what is green chemistry and nanochemistry. This is very easy. Okay, so now only one topic is remaining, and that is coordination compounds. This is a very huge chapter actually, but we are going to see few topics from this which I told you just now. So see you in the next lecture. Thank you very much.